This activity is about multiplying three numbers together, and it gives you the hint to find the easy multiplications. Okay, I would find easy multiplications, and I would save the easiest one for last, actually. So in this case, I would look for probably 5 times 2 is 10, okay, and then 10 times 4 is 40. So I would do this one to make a nice tidy 10, 5 2s are 10, and then times that by 40. That's probably the easiest way of doing that one. Okay, you can move these numbers around as well. Again, 5 times 2 is 10, times 3 is 30. So that one's quite easy as well. Let's see if somebody moving around. This one, 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 times 4 you can do as a basic fact. But say, for example, you didn't want to do it like that. Say you wanted to do this harder fact first, okay? So 4 times 3 is 12. You know that. 4 times 3 is 12. And then times that by 2. That's what I mean by leaving the times 2 till last, because it's just doubling. So 2 12s are 24. Let's see if they get harder here. Here's a good example. I would always say with this one, do the 2 last. The reason is because if you do 2 times 6 is 12, then you've got to do 12 times 7. And that's a tricky times table because it's not on your times table grid. Or if you did 2 times 7 first, let's just move that one over there. Oh, how can we move it? It's not letting me move it over anymore. There we are. There we are. If we did 7 times 2 first, well, 7 times 2 is 14. And 14 times 6 is tricky. You'd have to use the split strategy for that because we don't have that the 14 times table. Okay? But if we leave the 2 till last, then we've got an easy doubling to do last. So 7 sixes is a basic fact on your grid. 7 sixes is 42. And then just double it. So 42 doubled becomes 84. Okay, that's why I always leave the doubling till last. In this one here, 2 or 3 different ways to do it. I would probably do 5 times 4, because 5 4s are 20, and then 20 times 6 is just 2 times 6 with a 0, so it's 120. Okay, so I found 20, nice tidy number, and times it by the other one. One more. 6 times 5 times 3, I would probably do, 6 times 5 is 30, 6 5s are 30, and then 3 30s is 90. Okay, so look for the easy multiplications in here, and if it's not obvious, move them around a little bit. Okay, if the 2 was there, and you did 7 times 2 is 14, 14 times 6, if your brain goes, oh my god, that's too hard, 14 times 6, then there's probably an easier way. And in this case, it's the one we talked about a minute ago. Do 7 times 6 first, 42, and then double it. Leave the doubling till last to get 84. Okay? Have a go, move the sums around, and look for the easier ones if you can.